It's a beautiful morning. Beautiful. It's not going to be too hot. 18, they say. My goal today is to go over there, on the other side of that water over there, where all that sand is, that gravel pit, all those buildings. It's been over a year since I've done that hike. And to that gravel pit area, I'll show you. So we're over here, and we're gonna go all around here, along the railway line here, all the way over here, and here, and over here. And this is 10 kilometers from downtown here. That's 10 kilometers. And then I got to go to another 6 kilometers. And I thought, well, I'm just going to go along the water here. And this is the Ocean Boulevard here. And we cross here. It's 16 kilometers to here. And then I got to go another hike down here along the sand. And where I pointed across from my balcony is around here. Like this is cut off here, but the beach keeps on going. It goes on. So here is the old gravel pit where they used to take all the gravel and put it on a barge and take it away. We'll talk about that once I get there. So the goal is to go there, which you've seen, and then hike up this hill here, and we're going to check out this gravel pit. If I go around the other way, like, it's a lot longer. I've done that. And I got through here, and I cut through here. And it's like 18 kilometers to the center here. So I save by coming this way, but I have to come back up a hill because it's all hilly up here. There's Royal Roads University. So you ask, how am I getting there? Well, check this out. You've seen my bike room. If you watch my videos, that bike lockup downstairs is a mess. So my new bike, my little bike, in here until I get the use out of it, and then I'll take a chance and keep it downstairs. I thought I'll hide it behind my piano. And yeah, you can barely see it. Okay, so and right now I'm going for a long bike ride. I should do about 45 to 50 kilometers by this end of this day. Okay, stay tuned for more. Come on. That's a bit of an exaggeration, don't you think? For the little boat, they lifted this bridge. Oh, what a day. We're going over there, right at the bottom of that sand there. That's where we're headed. That's Colwood. I'm in Esquimalt right now.
Okay, so you sell your big expensive house in the East Coast or Ontario. You bring all your money here, but you come in an RV. You can rent per month here. It's cheaper in the winter time, but a lot of people make this their home to live in a transitional. You can camp by the night here, but this is set up shop here, put a fence, make a yard, live off your money. That's what people do. Live off their investments and just live in a really fancy motorhome. If you're willing to live near, that's always fun. Okay, so I'm 10 kilometers from my apartment and just taking a little break. It's beautiful here. It's been a long time since I rode my bike out here. Long time. So yeah, thought I'll do a little Fort Rod Hill, almost there. Royal Roads. University's up in there. Somewhere in there. Or it could be over there. So this is the Esquimalt Lagoon, and it's got a lot of bird droppings and stuff like geese and that. We'll call it geese poop syndrome, and it flows out into the ocean here. Lots of cars, holy. So it flows out there and makes it unsafe to swim in here, which is where it's warmest because the water flows this way. See the lighthouse up ahead? Fort Rod Hill. Okay. It's a eerie looking, you'd almost think that was Alcatraz. It looks like the prison in San Francisco with the way the fogish is on it. And yeah, there used to be a big building here, had to do with the military, I think, defense. They tore that or moved it out of here. You could have bought it if you for 100,000 or something, but I don't know why the fence is still there. Okay, so we got to get down there. That's where we're headed. Okay, we're in yeah, Esquimalt Lagoon in Colwood, overlooking some floating shipping boat or something that sure looks like a prison. Oh yeah, there, it looks like a freighter now. Wow, that's so crazy. That's going west. I was thinking it would have made a great detox center. Got a drug problem, just put them out on that boat and leave them there for a long time. That'd be so cool. So this beach here, there's a lagoon down there called Albert Head Lagoon, just like this is Esquimalt Lagoon. And from the very tip down there to the very tip down there is 5 kilometers. So yeah, I have a picture of me by my motorcycle. I was like doing this in 2009. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna take a picture, a still version of this for history. Okay. I can see why I stopped coming here. This does not look like a Hawaii beach. The sign back there said not fit for swimming. I'll see if it's okay down there. It's got to get a little bit better, but yeah, if I was spending like $1 million plus for a home, and this is supposed to be my waterfront beach town, Royal Bay, I'd be very disappointed. Straight ahead. That's home. And you can see the cruise ship in at the breakwater, Ogden Point. There's the ferry going out. And there's that freighter that's not going anywhere. So we did it. We accomplished what I set out to do. There's the bottom. Here's where the sand dune comes to an end here. They're going to build all apartment buildings up there, so. And that's the better side of the beach, way down there. So my goal is to go for a swim, since I came all this way. So here's where what you can see from my apartment, it cuts off right here. That's the end of the map as well that I showed at the beginning of this video. So, and from this point on is timeless. It hasn't changed ever. It looks the same. Going back in my youth. This place gets a lot of sun. It's so hot right now. I'm sweating. Okay, so I just have to find some less painful rocks to go into the water from. very, 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 very cold and sharp on those rocks. So, well, I'm cooled now. I'm gonna go for another 5 kilometers. Then I'm gonna come back and we'll do a house tour. If you're willing to go the distance, and if you brought a lawn chair out here, you can have a really nice experience here. It's, you know, it's doable. You can make the best of the situation. There's a driftwood elephant and baby. And all this used to be a gravel pit. Yeah, 10 years ago this started booming. They started building little houses, and I'll get into that later, but I just thought I'll point this out before I leave this area, because I'm going that way. Yeah, apartments are coming. Okay, later. So this is 5 kilometers from the last beach I was at. So lots of sand, shallow. So there's gonna be hot water, warm water coming in. So it's not too hot. It's just perfect to be here. I'm not gonna swim because I don't want to get wet again. And I cut my foot on a barnacle at the last beach, and I don't want to reactivate it. So I just thought I'd come take a little tour here. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Somebody dug that out. Such talented people were here. Time waits for no one. And then they did this fireplace. And that night, can you see the fireplace? Yeah, the night. And that little octopus in the little wall there. Oh, there's a better view. You put a log in it. That is absolutely amazing. And it looks like a cliff fell down here. It could have been, oh, maybe it's still there. Oh, okay. And then this fossil looking thing. Wow. So this brings me to Petra. on Bing search engine, or went on my computer, they had a whole thing of Petra. And so I checked in on it and I thought, oh, I love the architecture of thousands of years ago. And a lot of our banks and buildings have that kind of, with the columns and stuff. But it's amazing, like, if only you could, I mean, a place that they did an attempt to make, yeah, I wouldn't want it to collapse because this stuff keeps falling in, so. Okay, so that was something to see coming all the way out here. So I got some sun, just a little bit. I don't want too much sun. Now I'm going to go back 5 kilometers, almost 5, back to the housing development. I have to point out before I climb these stairs, beautiful sand. Oh my God, beautiful, beautiful sand. And tons of people down there, but all the water's way, way, way the heck out there. I mean, and this is what you'd walk into if when the water's up here. But anyway, that's nice. It's worth the bike ride. Signs of the former gravel pit still still going on here. We know what the beach is actually like. From here it looks like Hawaii. California. You can pretend. I mean, if you're spending all that money. These are all like side by sides. Yeah, I thought I had to have one of these houses before I was going to be happy, but I'm so happy without it. Yeah, you need like 1.1 million to get one of these little houses. It's a lot of money. You can see this construction crane from my balcony. But man, yeah, this is the new Victoria. Like, it's so new. It could be like Edmonton or Winnipeg. It's like so modern. Yeah, so 10 years ago when these were built, you could get them for just over $500,000. Looks very expensive. Now they're over $1 million, so you would have doubled your money. You would have doubled your money if you bought one of these 10 years ago. Just like that. Good luck now in the next 10 years. Is that going to be worth $2 million? Who knows? But from what I'm seeing, the one on the end here, they're turning it into a duplex. There's going to be 2 front doors. If that doesn't tell you how hard it is to pay the bills. Property taxes on these suckers are $5,000 a year before. So you go to Winnipeg and you can buy that house for just over $500,000 with property taxes of $5,000 a year, or Edmonton. But here it's $5,000 a year for taxes, but you have to spend $1.1 million because you have that beautiful ocean that I doubt you'll even swim in because it's so cold and the beach is so gross. It's just for dog walking. Okay, I think that's all I have to say about Royal Bay. It's nice, long bike ride, and yeah, it's just new. Okay, I'll see if I add more to this. This is all new in the last couple of years. Wow, like wow. Okay, I gotta go home that way. So I guess Victoria is where all the money in Canada goes. Yeah. No recession over here. We just, everything just, other parts of Canada go down and this goes up. It balances out that way. Okay. Ocean's over there. This is the backside of Royal Roads University over here. So we went that way on the other side of the lagoon, that way this morning, and so we're coming back this way. I'm 15 kilometers from home, so just hanging in there. So they're going to build a bridge across this roadway here. So that's what the detour is for. You can see in the distance there, the orange fencing and stuff. Yeah, there could be a bike path going across, so that'll be nice. That's where I want to see how far they got on that. And yeah, so now I'm going to go downhill. I'm going to go home as fast as I can. And I think I'll let you know. Oh, I'm so sluggish. I got 4 more kilometers to go. That'll do it. So it's 3:15, and I'm at Banfield Park because I'm gonna go for a swim. I'm not sure what it's busy down there. I thought I'll add. What a beautiful bike. That's financial freedom right there. So I had a good swim. Water's warm. So nice. Oh, so glad I did that. So now I'll go home and have some pizza, take a nap. Thank you for watching.